Hey everybody, welcome back to Study Less, Play More. I'm Edwin Blackburn, founder of Study Less, Play More. And today I'm starting a new series called Your First 100. Now the first 100 is an answer to a problem I really struggled with when I started trying to just get better at learning and doing this stuff. And that was, I couldn't tell what was a good book from what was a bad book. And the only thing I really found that allowed me to overcome this was I just had to sit down, read the book, and then test what was in the book. I've gotten a little bit more sophisticated since then, but I don't feel like that list is really complete. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to give you a ton of books, way over 100, but a ton of books that are good books that will fall into your 1,000 hour category. And because it is the 4th of July, or I guess the 3rd, I thought I'd start with a very well-themed book, Washington, A Life. That's right, this first one is one everybody should be studying, biographies. More specifically, the first president of the United States. Happy 4th of July, everybody. Now, I wrote more about this book in my blog, and there will be a link to that in the description below. But today, I wanted to go over two things I didn't go over in the blog. And these are two keys to success that George Washington did that most other people don't. The first one was he kept learning. I know, surprise, surprise. Study less, play more, talking about how you need to be a lifelong learner, right? But in this case, it was really important. He always felt very far behind because he never got enough formal education, at least formal education in his opinion. This plagued him all the way through his presidency. It's why he spent so much time surrounding himself with books and other people who knew things he didn't, because he knew that that knowledge would help propel him further, and it's part of the reason our country is so great. Now the second tip is, I can't believe I'm about to say this, possibly more important than that. And that was Washington's incredible ability to pay attention to time. He nagged over time like nobody's business. He was never late to anything. He hated it when somebody else was late. He cared about time, and that is because time is one of the most important resources you can ever get on the planet. Time is actually the only resource you can never get back. Once you run out of time, that's it, you're done. If you run out of money, you can still get more. But time is something that will never be replaced. Actually, this is one of his problems with slavery. I know slavery is a great evil, just in and of itself, because you're repressing somebody else's basic human rights. But for Washington, his main problem with it was an economic financial one. Slaves didn't work as fast as paid laborers do. Because of that, he could never get them to do the things he wanted them to do. Now, this didn't just go into slavery, but it is one of the reasons he did go through freeing his slaves, even if it wasn't his will. But if you read the book, you'll start to see that there were many other areas where that started to play a very key role in Washington's life. So there you have it, 2 tips from Washington to Life. There will be a link in the description below where you can buy that on Amazon, as well as a link to my blog where you can find more tips and more books in the first 100. Anyways, study less.